Bienvenidos a todos, mi amigos. I am playing some Minecraft. I haven't streamed Minecraft in a while because I've been sick. So I wanted to do that. I'm looking for the door. Which I think is over here. Or maybe not. Okay. Where's the door? I was sure that there was a door on that side. There's a door on this side, though. Oh, I went too far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am building the base of this pyramid. And the outside is going to be limestone, as you can see. The inside can be whatever, but it's going to be solid. And this is how far it extends. Pretty far. Pretty far. Okay. Let me stop there. I'm going to check the chat, although there's probably not anybody here watching it. No. Got my medicinal beverage. Wait. Oh. So it's funny, I feel like fine when I'm not doing anything, but then when I start talking, I realize I'm still sick. But I feel much better than a few days ago. This is like the most exciting Minecrafting ever. Nope, we have one person watching from Twitch. Hello. I was trying to like calculate in my mind, so it's 1,000. It's a kilometer long, so basically 1,000 blocks long. And it's 1,000 rows. And I'm on row 2. I've done much more on the other side, but that's why it looks like this. Okay, maybe I'll go back to the normal rules of the stream. Well, actually, no, I will check the chat after I get rid of every stack because I need to take a lot of breaks. Rating, just what I need. So tonight I'm going to watch Dune 2. I'm not really looking forward to that because I didn't like the first one. This is the stream you watch when you want to relax, I think. Oh no! Oh. Yeah, I think I need to do 2 stacks. 2 stacks, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So I think it shouldn't go that far. Maybe like 500 meters. Okay. Next. Okay, so it's at least another 100 blocks. Okay. Another 200 blocks at least. But that's all right. All right, all right, all right. I think that's the end, maybe I can see. A real mouth breather right now. Yeah, I think it does end there. Which is great. Excuse me, I had a maintenance break. That's the end of the pyramid. Now we gotta go back. The rain's very relaxing, though. No! I mean, you can stay like that because obviously that's going to be the second level. But it's annoying. Uh-oh. Damn it! I double clicked. Oh, that scared me. "3,000 types of tropical fish and only a few types of birds." That irritates me every time I think about it. Imagine what bird watchers you could make kids into if they had, different species of birds in Minecraft. That could really work. Really be effective, man. Really be effective. Okay. Check. Still one person. But very faithfully watching, so thank you very much for that. Ooh, that's pretty. What if they attack people? Probably. Got a lot of rhythm. One tiny andesite. The beautiful song of the dolphins. It sounds like balloons being rubbed together. Ah! Like, I don't understand why you need accurate salmon, but not like accurate crows. And then when you fish, it's just like there's 3,000 species of tropical fish, but if you fish, it's just tropical fish. If you catch the fish, I mean. That doesn't make much sense. The excitement never ends on this stream. That's okay. Not everything in life needs to be exciting. Whoa. That kind of sounded like when lightning hits a tree, but I'm in the middle of the ocean, so I don't see any trees. Other tropical fish. So now it was 2 stacks of this diorite. Oh. I think I'm about to get struck by lightning. Oh. Maybe not. Let me take a little maintenance break again. Yeah, that was my maintenance break. Okay, there was a little bit more diorite than I thought. Lots of fish down there, though. I don't think they have biomes exactly accurate, because that's a salmon, and I seem to be in a tropical biome, but maybe not tropical because there's no palm trees, so maybe it is accurate. That'd be crazy if Minecraft biomes were accurate. It'll also be crazy because I'm making everything flat and I'm getting rid of like rivers and stuff. If I made the salmon go extinct because they didn't have any breeding, what do you call that? Spawn. There's a word for that. Spawning areas. I don't know. Oh, the diorite finished. Spawning grounds? Spawning grounds, I think is the word I was looking for. Okay, if you're watching this later on YouTube or Twitch, please subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's Adam Todd Leverton. I post mainly like archiving the live streams, but also I do a lot of reviews of different things. I'm trying to be the world's most prolific reviewer. So I want to do 15,000 published reviews. I have about 200 right now. So if you're interested, you can check that out. But if you only like the Minecraft or the other gaming content, you can also subscribe because you don't need to watch everything. And currently I'm at 81 subscribers. So my goal is to have 100 subscribers. Well, I haven't even set like a target date actually. Maybe 100 subscribers by Christmas. That seems like a reasonable goal. Keep getting paranoid that there's not running down my. Sorry for that, but that there's not running down my beard because I have, I have a runny nose. Down my mustache, but I'm drinking this medicinal beverage, which is really medicinal, some kind of like supplement thing. And then that gets stuck in my mustache. And then I think it's the stuff from my nose. And then I get paranoid. Yeah, lovely thought. Oh, there we go. Actually, it's kind of weird that obviously when you stream, you want hundreds of people to watch, right? Because that has a lot of material benefits. But actually, it's a lot less pressure if your stream, there's less people in your stream because then you know they're doing it because they actually enjoy your content. Well, I mean, there's a lot less pressure to perform, let's say. Wonder how close I got to the bigger section. Oh, pretty close. So then we go around like this. We we, as is tradition, fall into the ocean. I'm a little bit scared because the supplement thing that I just drank, it's supposed to, I mean, when I first was sick, it tasted awful, and now I kind of like the taste, so I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Have to be careful. Don't want carpal tunnel syndrome from Minecrafting. I'm not sure that actually helps. Maybe it does. Do. So the pyramid is going to be, the base is going to be 1 kilometer wide on every side. And then I'm just going to go up as much as I can. Then when I do that, I'll have to figure out something else to do with my Minecraft world. Because the general idea is to make everything flat, but I think that might be impossible. also watching Arrested Development. It's pretty funny if you haven't seen it. It basically is about this. Well, it's one of those classic tropes where the rich family has to survive after the patriarch goes to prison. But the actors on it are just really, really funny. And the writing is great. But they have so I think it was Michael Cera's break as an actor. And he plays this guy named George Michael. And he has a cousin named Maybe, which is a weird name, but anyway, she ran, they don't know each other very well, even though they're cousins. And she wants to make them angry, her family angry. So she suggests that they kiss. He's like, no, that's weird. But then the rest of the show, at least the first season, is him trying to get back into that position. So I thought that's kind of funny. Because they're all weird people. Because generally in sitcoms, you're kind of instructed that you have to like these people. And I think in this sitcom it's kind of different because they are not likable, except maybe the one guy. But it's not as extreme as something like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Stuck in the hole. Resumen le game. Oh, and the mother is played by the same actress who did the voice for Mallory in Archer, and I love Archer, so. And she plays a very similar character too, so that's great. It's just raining. I think the amount it rains here, I should be living in a tropical rainforest. That should be my biome. And as I said, I've been sick. So I watched a lot of TV. So I did a bunch of reviews, which I will publish probably Sunday evening. So I did one of the original Dune from 1984, first part of Dune, The Prestige, lots of other things, a bunch of true crime documentaries. Oh, I also watched not true crime documentary, but very good nonetheless, called Mr. Nobody Against Putin. And it just shows how education in Russia slowly became taken over by the government for propaganda purposes after the full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. And I think it's interesting in that regard, but it's also interesting to look what happens when wars happen, because Russia wasn't a very democratic country to begin with, but it happens in democratic countries too, where you go to war and suddenly you can't criticize the government, or you'll be seen as being unpatriotic, which is actually the law in the United States because of the Alien Enemies Act or something. From World War I. And it's weird that they have this act, but they enacted it because of labor disruptions during World War I, but the United States was only in World War I for like a year and something. And they definitely made a contribution. It's not that they didn't. But the act was because of they thought the war would last longer, and that's why they had this act. But it didn't. Stop falling into the ocean, man. Okay. Still one person. Kind of relaxing Saturday evening stream. Ooh. Yeah, let me just see how much I have left to go here. Yeah, not that much. Yeah, but I should be going like not horizontally, but vertically, if that makes sense. Because if I go horizontally, I won't know where to finish. But if I go here, so I need to get rid of this island eventually. But if I go here, I'll know where to start. Then I always know where to finish. I mean, that's a problem for a very long day in the future because, you know, I think I've done maybe 25% of the base of the pyramid. Optimistically speaking. I don't know. 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 I'm a bit bummed because it was my weekend to have both my kids. But I got sick so I couldn't have them. I mean, I decided that because they've already had time off sick from school this year. I wish I could hire that guy to work for me. He could just work making the pyramid. Yeah, it's basically I'm running a kilometer. I think this will probably be the biggest pyramid ever built in Minecraft by one person. I'm not sure that that's a record. What? That's weird. I don't know where that light's coming from. Let me just check the chat, see if there's anybody here. No one in the chat. All right, I can continue. It's also weird with my streams because more people actually watch them later than when I'm streaming usually, which is a bit odd, but if people like it, why not? Okay. The copper out of there. Yeah, so all these chests were filled, and I've used, not most of them, but some of them. And in the meantime, I have to smelt. Okay. Jesus. So all these chests were more or less full when I started. This is like the second round of me emptying out chests, and I built like 16 more chests. So yeah. Okay. Oh, gravel. All right. Gravel is important because it's used in the second layer, because obviously if you used it in the first layer, it would sink to the bottom. This is my chest for minerals. Okay. That's my first chest for plant material. That's for animal material. That's for sandstone, which is used on the exterior. And this will be for tools. And this one is also plant material. Oh, but I forgot to put in here. this in here. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's going to look great. It's going to look really imposing when it's done. Okay, let me check the chat. Check the chat. All right, I need a maintenance break. Oh no. That's fine, but I wanted this one. Okay. So we need to start here. Kind of ashamed to use my granite on this, but any solid block will do. I was in the zone. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought maybe I wasn't streaming to YouTube, but I'm also streaming to YouTube. It's pretty much this section here is the only part that's like 100% finished. Oh well, it's good to have a big project, as my son says, or to have a side quest, as my daughter says. Why does it look different? I guess it's maybe just the shadow of the sun. All right, all right, all right. The weird thing that I discovered about, maybe not weird, maybe it's kind of normal, but so Matthew McConaughey is kind of famous for that going all right, all right, all right. And the only reason he does that so much is because people expect him to do it because it was in the first movie he was in. Which is crazy because, you know, I kind of first became aware of him when he was doing the kind of romantic comedy things in the 90s. But then he did more serious stuff later. But his first role, he was playing a teenager. He's just somebody I can't imagine being a teenager. Like Harrison Ford. Like Harrison Ford was a teenager once. Can you imagine? Or Leonard Cohen. Can't imagine Leonard Cohen being a teenager. I'm using a lot of my Dorite on under subsurface structures. Oh, my mouth is dry because I'm breathing through it. Yeah, it's kind of relaxing because you're supposed to exhale through your mouth when you're meditating. My tongue out doesn't help, probably. I think doing it this way is only dangerous when I get past the island, because then I don't know how far to go. That sound is very hypnotic. was watching some YouTube shorts, and there was a blind lady, and she just makes like sort of like educational shorts. And one of them was like she's in a Teams meeting, and her boss is like, "Can you turn on the camera?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, but why?" And she's like, "Oh, it's just vitally important that other members of the team see your face so they can, judge your reactions." And she's like, "Well, I can do that, but I'm blind, so I can't see your faces, so I can't judge your reactions." I just thought that was funny. And she had another one too, which, I mean, that was pretty obvious that the boss is at fault. But then she did this one where her boss is chewing her out because there's extra punctuation and the capitalization in one of her reports isn't right. And she said, "Oh, it's almost like I do my work via voice to text, and I can't actually check the punctuation in voice to text." And I thought maybe in that case you need somebody to double check it for you, because it's kind of not acceptable that something be sent with double punctuation just because you're blind, you know. And that seems like a technical problem that probably will be solved someday, but for now, then you need some support. So I don't think that the boss was necessarily wrong about that. Maybe the way they expressed it was. I don't know. What do you think? Well, Kubek was saying, "Hi, I won't join stream today. Hope it all goes well. Goodbye." All right. Hi, bye. Oh. What? I can't type a message. That's weird. I can't type a message now. Anyway, he said that he might join, but he won't. Probably spending some time with his ma. Or not his pa. I'm his pa. I think this jets out a little bit, so I need to even it out. But I need a maintenance break also. Am I still streaming? Yes. There's another jutting protuberance. I think I should have started from this end. Okay, a little bit quiet. I was in the groove. Groove is in the house. Yeah. Groove is in the house. Right. Yeah, see, there's the island. All right. Let's plant this row. Too many seaweeds. Do you want to make a pyramid? I think I was about to explain kelp and seaweed, but I actually don't know, so I'm not going to say anything about it. Oh. Sorry about that. I wasn't quick enough for the maintenance run. Oh, you're back. Hello. That's weird. No one on YouTube is showing up. I don't know why. So maybe there was more people actually watching than just one. Weird. Anyway, I am doing the very exciting work of building the base of the pyramid. Super exciting. The dolphin is excited. Yeah, I'm gonna finish in about 20 minutes also. Maybe even shorter. So I'm gonna just finish these stacks, but thank you for telling me. I think streaming 4 hours today was a bit ambitious on my part. Because mentally, I think I'm there, but physically, not yet. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel much better. All right, now I gotta go down here. Naruto run! Oh, somebody wrote to me. Oh. Okay. Third time's a charm, I guess. Ah! Weird. Because I know somebody on YouTube was watching, but I haven't had any like information that anybody on YouTube is actually watching. But sometimes it does that. Sometimes there's like clearly more people, and Restreamio will tell me that there's less people. So I don't know what's up with that. Really, I don't know. right. I am out of material. So, guys. I'm watching. I'm always watching. Kubik says, ... Yeah, I know you're here, but it says like one person on Twitch is watching. And I can see you're commenting on YouTube. So, that's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, that's my problem. It's not your problem. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to go do any more today because I am sick. So probably 4 hours of streaming was a bit too much for me to handle today, but I had a good time. I hope that you had a good time. If you're watching later on YouTube, please subscribe and like. I'm trying to go for 100 subscribers by Christmas. We're at 81, so I think that that will be great and possible. And I'm going to start the Patreon soon, and it's going to be a special Patreon. I'm going to work on that tomorrow, so I'll probably be announcing details in a future stream. So thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.